Sorry about that. My computer died, so I am back. I showed you the last answer, so let's try another problem. So I want you to try 12.6 times 15.3. So we have three numbers now that we're going to multiply through, the 3, the 5, and the 1. So when you're down here, when you cross this 5 out, you better leave yourself 2 zeros. Okay, so why don't you pause the video and try this. Okay, let's do it together. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 times 1 is 3. We're going to cross that out and leave a 0 because I only crossed out one number. 5 times 6 is 0, 3, 30. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. I try to write over these so that I don't get confused what I'm carrying now and what I carried last time. Now I'm crossing this 5 out, and since there's two numbers crossed out, I need 2 zeros. So 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1, and then I add all of these up. 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. And then I count in my decimals. 1, 2, so 1, 2. So 192.78. Let's check our work with a calculator. Okay, so 12.6 times 15.3 equals 192.78. All right, hopefully you got it right also. And if you didn't, look at your work, look at my work, and make some comparisons and see what happened. All right, let's do 2 more. So I want you to try 9.76 times 0.46. Okay, so try that out. All right, 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7 is 42, 43, 44, 45. 6 times 9 is 54 and a 4. So 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. We cross this out. We leave ourselves a 0. Now we work with this 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Again, I try to write over these. 4 times 7 is 28, 29, 30. 4 times 9 is 36, 37, 38, 39. And then I add these 6, 9, 8, 14, and 4. And in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. So 4.4896. Let's check ourselves. 9.76 times 0.46 equals 4.4896. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I had to erase the first video that I made of this portion because I made a big mistake. I got to the end and I had 4996. And for the life of me, I could not find my mistake. So what did I do? I erased the whole thing and I started over again. Even after doing this math for a long, long time and being very comfortable with this math, I still make mistakes. And what I can tell you is when you make a mistake, it's really, really hard to find your mistake in your problem. It just is. Your brain just convinces yourself that everything in front of you is correct. So my advice to you is if you check yourself with the calculator and you're not right, you need to scratch the whole problem and start over again. I really feel that, you can look at your problem for a second, but if you don't find your mistake immediately, just start the problem over again, okay? Sometimes just having a fresh start, you find the correct answer. All right, so that's a big piece of advice, okay? I want to see you kind of take that to heart. Okay, we have one more problem. It is a word problem, so please write the key information with me. So they tell us a gallon of water weighs 8.354 pounds. And someone is using 11.81 gallons. How many did we use? So if each gallon weighs this, and this is the amount of gallons we used, we want to multiply those together. You can ask yourself in a problem like this, are my numbers getting bigger or smaller? And we think it's kind of obvious that they're getting bigger. And then you kind of go, okay, are they getting bigger really quickly, or am I going to just kind of add and make things bigger slowly? And if your answer is quickly, you can go with multiplication. You should also realize you're in 6th grade math now. It is a rare case that you're just going to be adding in these problems. So knowing that, you could, if you weren't quite sure about what to do, you could go with multiplication. Okay, so I want you to multiply these two. Okay, and I'm going to start working on that on the board because this is going to take me a while. I wish I could just flip this whole board right now because it's going to be long, but that's okay. So 11.81 times 8.3. Oops, too far out. 8.354. Okay, so notice there's 4 numbers here and there's 4 numbers here. Yes, the decimal places are different, but it's okay. Okay, so this is going to take you a while, so try this and then come back. So 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4. 5, 6, 7. 4 times 1 is 4. 1 down. 3 to go. 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 8 is 0. 4. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 4 is 9. And 5 times 1 is 5. 2 down, which means 2 zeros. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 8 is 20. Might need to erase this. 24. 3 times 1 is 3, 4, 5. And 3 times 1 is 3. 3 down, which means 3 zeros. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 1 is 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Now we add all of this up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And I'm going to check that because I don't trust my math. So this is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, I'd rather check my math now than when I'm done. 5 plus 5 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4 and 4 is 8 with the 9. Oh my goodness, I really hope we didn't make any mistakes. And then we count in our decimals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 98.66074. Please, calculator, tell me the same answer. I do not want to do the problem again. 11.81 times 8.354. 98.66074. There is the proof. Can you see it? I'm so happy because I don't want to do it twice. Now, some of my strategies to not make any mistakes, because I'm telling you, I'm very prone to mistakes. You don't even know how many videos I start over again. So one of the things I do is I go pretty slowly. I write pretty big. I leave a lot of space between my numbers. When I start carrying too many numbers, I start erasing so I don't get confused about what I'm carrying. You see me point to the numbers to kind of keep track, okay? I'm very careful when I cut out numbers, and I go slowly, and I check my work, and I count on my fingers because I don't want to make mistakes. I'm not saying all of those strategies are things you have to do, but if you find yourself making mistakes, take it slower. Spread out your numbers. Get yourself a little bit more neat. If you need to, use graph paper and kind of use those lines to separate yourself, okay? Hopefully it makes sense. If you're still feeling a little lost, just realize practice is the only way to get better at this, okay? So good luck.